So the two best things I did for my PCOS, number two was keto, which is the first thing I did, was switching to a keto diet. Hands down, game changer for me. And then on top of that, I later switched to carnivore, and that's the number one best thing I did for my PCOS, was to change my diet to keto and then carnivore. Keto diet really started to straighten out my menstrual cycle, which was never regular. I never had those symptoms in between my periods and stuff either, that everybody talked about. I had very irregular periods. At one point, I went over a year without a period. Very irregular. Keto started to regulate that. It helped with my acne. I had severe cramping when I did have my periods. And I mean, it was severe, in a lot of pain. And my mood, everything, like, the extra hair in places you don't want it, right? All those things improved quite a bit with keto. And then when I went carnivore, that's where it really dialed in. I have my periods to the day, regular cycle, ever since I switched to a carnivore diet. And all the other symptoms improved dramatically as well. All those weird, not weird, but like all those little things that they talk about that you can notice about your entire menstrual cycle and like know where you're at in between your periods that I used to never experience, I experience now. I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was 19. I am now 44. I started doing carnivore 2 years ago. I did keto about 5 years ago, and then I actually went off of keto during COVID and gained a bunch of weight back, started having the irregular cycle. I mean, you name it, all of that came back. And then 2 years ago, I decided to do carnivore, and that's where it really, really improved all of my PCOS symptoms. I wish that I had known about this 20 years ago, honestly. I think it would have been such a game changer for me. But hands down, best thing I ever did for my PCOS was to change my diet. And nobody ever really explained that to me. Everybody just tried to give me, oh, well, here's birth control pills to regulate your cycle. It never worked. It never, oh, well, take these birth control pills, and then, during that week that you're supposed to have your period, you'll have your period. No, I didn't. No, it never happened. Never happened. Right? All the things that they gave me to try to help fix all the PCOS symptoms, nobody ever really talked to me about my diet. And honestly, changing my diet to low carb is what helped everything. And I wish I had known about that sooner, and that's why I'm so passionate about it now. 100% best thing I ever did for my PCOS, and wish I had known about it and done it 20 years ago, was to change my diet to low carb. Even if you don't do strict carnivore, at least doing a keto or a low carb diet is the way to go for sure.